Hi, it's been a while. My name is Andrew Berkshire, and I'm here to officially announce the relaunch of Game Over across Canada. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to start up right away. Frankly, we're shooting for next season. In October, we'll have a full rebrand and full refresh available for every single market in Canada, and we'll be back up and running with your favorite hosts and analysts ready to go. But it took a lot to get to this point. So I want to take you with me a little bit and just talk about what we're doing here and why it's going to be different than anything you've seen so far in Canadian media. When SDPN announced that they were contracting due to economic pressures, Game Over was lost for a lot of people as we were starting to push forward with our reach. A lot of our shows were hitting the highest peaks that they've ever hit in terms of viewership and engagement. And frankly, I believe too much in the people that we have involved in Game Over, both our analysts and our hosts, and the people that we bring on as guests, and our communities that we've built to let this go. So for months, I met with different companies to discuss what could happen to bring Game Over back to the fans, to people around Canada and outside of Canada who enjoy these teams and want personalized content that they can interact with after every single game. And frankly, none of the companies could offer the monetary side of it in a way that satisfied associating our brand name with their brand name. We don't want to take on any risks that we don't have to. We want to continue building the inclusive communities, the welcoming communities that we've already started at SDPN. But in order to do that, we have to go it alone. Now, that involves a lot of work, especially on my part since I'm the owner-operator. But the only way it can work going forward is with passion and investing in our local communities. So what we're looking for are local sponsors for each show. We're going to be working our butts off during the summer to get that done. But more importantly for right now, as you're watching this video on this channel, this is the new Game Over Network Hub. That means this is where we're going to host things like Game Over Stanley Cup Finals, the special Pride Night events that we do, International Women's Day special events, World Junior coverage, any other coverage that is outside of the scope of a specific team will be held on this channel. Whereas each market will have their own individual channel. And you can subscribe to those right now. And frankly, we need your subscriptions because we need to get to a certain point before we can even stream live. And we need to get to that point for this channel in time for the playoffs. Because listen, we're going to be a little bit ramshackle here for a bit as we go through a huge rebrand and huge investment in our people and in our programming. But for now, for the passion, for the love of the game, we're bringing it back as much as we can during the playoffs. Now, 3 months of uncertainty leads to some problems with relaunching in the same season, right? Because some of our hosts are busy. They're on vacation during the playoffs or have taken on other opportunities. So only some of them can come back to host in the playoffs, which means we may not be able to cover every game for every Canadian team. But we still have committed people who will jump on and guest host different networks than they usually do because, hey, everybody enjoys watching the playoffs. Everybody's watching. So we'll bring on local analysts for each market, make sure we get each team served, but you might not see your regular hosts on your regular channels for Edmonton or Winnipeg, and sometimes even Toronto. It may be me jumping in, it may be Charlie from Game Over Ottawa, it may be Maud from Game Over Ottawa, it may be Peter from Game Over Calgary. But we're going to do the best that we can to give you the content that you want right away before we relaunch in full for next season. And frankly, I'm really excited about it because in doing it this way and building from the ground up, yeah, it's going to be more work, it's going to be more investment, it's going to be tougher. And we're going to have to worry about generating ad revenue dollars to pay our creators. And frankly, pay myself. We have to get paid. We got to eat. And it's getting tougher in Canada's economy. But doing it this way with full creative freedom, with all of us in charge of our own thing, allows us to create other content as well. So yes, there's going to be excellent post-game shows for each market next season, and hopefully as many as that we possibly can during the playoffs for each market that made the playoffs. But there's also going to be the opportunity to post shorter analysis videos, maybe some YouTube shorts that are fun, more ways to engage the fan base and have fun with this amazing sport called hockey. So we hope that you'll join us and have some fun with us and come back and build our Game Over communities even bigger and better than ever. This channel is where everything will be hosted during the playoffs. Next season, each market will move to its own specific channel, and you'll be able to find those. We'll give you all the ways that you can subscribe. Please subscribe. Ring that bell to make sure that you get our videos delivered to your inbox, and sign up for email alerts for when we go live, because this way we're going to be able to get to you in a much more direct way. And we can't wait. We're really excited, from all the hosts across Game Over and myself, all the people behind the scenes. We're excited to be back.